What is going on, guys? So in this video, I want to touch up on the same subject I spoke about in previous videos, but recently a lot of people are reaching out to me for advice about Siennas, where to get them MSRP and what type of trim they should go for, or any type of options that they could get, must-haves, or do without. So without further ado, hopefully by the end of this video, I'll be able to convince you guys to go for the Sienna or any type of minivan in general before committing yourself to a three-row SUV. Now with the family inside, let us first demonstrate the capabilities of the automatic sliding doors. And here it is. Now with just a push of a button, we open. I've spoken about the automatic sliding door so many times. It's nothing like demonstrating it in real life. Girls, you want to demonstrate how you get into the minivan?
Sure.
Right? Wow, see, with this grab handle, it's so much easier. Okay, oh, okay, all right. I just feel like the sliding doors is a much easier option, much more safer option, instead of potentially swinging the doors open and having it clip something, maybe even possibly a car, most dangerously. Sometimes you're worried about the rain, right? With a normal door, you have to get up to the door and manually open it and then get in, right? But if you have sliding doors, you could have your key fob and you could just open the door, right? And then you could just run in and then you jump and then you could get in, right? And then you don't have to worry about the doors. That's another benefit. Minivans, they simplify these daily routines with sliding doors and low entry points, so making it very easy for kids to go ahead and climb on in, right? Our girls know exactly how to use the handles. They know how to open the doors and they go ahead and step. You can see from, maybe you can't, very dirty from here, from all the stepping, but very easy entry for both mommy and babies. Now, I know for a fact that the minivan itself, lengthwise, is not gonna go ahead and fit in many compact spots in the city, but in terms of widthwise, we were late for an appointment one day, and quick story, the only parking space was a really narrow gap that was 90-degree parking, and our minivan fit. We opened the sliding doors, the girls jumped right out, and we were rushing to the appointment already. So that was the most important thing for us to go ahead and make that appointment, and here we are, sliding doors for the win. Now for the super long slide features, granted Toyota is not the best in terms of customizations for the second row. Their seats are not removable versus a Honda. They have a bench seat with the middle row removable and also the captain's chair is removable. Honda has a magic seats where you could slide it horizontally, so it's kind of easier for you to get in the back row without going in and going through the middle row. The Pacifica has a stow and go if you don't go for the PHEV, right? The hybrid. I mean the plug-in hybrid. You could go ahead and store the second row onto the seat so you have like an actual pass-through. All right, so let's go ahead and just do a quick demonstration. Usually we go ahead and load the girls with the front cap, with these captain's chairs moved all the way up to the front for easy loading. After you're done, we could go ahead and use the super slide option and just bring them back. Like that. And mama gets to go in, or I get to go in, whoever. And then there's a direct passageway to the rear third row. Now, not only is this convenient for the girls, right, or for us getting in and out, but it's also convenient for loading everything in here. Like long objects, I had a bumper bully right here that I could go ahead and just fit just like that, right? You could go ahead and just walk through the minivan without, ideally you don't want to hit yourself on the way out, but that's the minivan. You can't do this in the three-row SUV. That's just my point. Now, seating comfort in the third row is also very good, especially if you have the super long slides. You could configure back and forth however legroom that you need. Now, for those parents who are able to relate, when your kids are potty trained, you don't have to worry about diapers and everything, but you have to go to the dirty public bathrooms. First of all, the Dyson hair dryers, they're completely afraid of. They don't want to mess with that. The automatic flushes are so loud that it startles them. So they actually do like the privacy of doing their business inside this safe haven of a vehicle. Every time we ask them, do you want to go ahead and prefer to do your business before venturing out? They pick this option right here. The next question we usually have is whether or not the rear entertainment system is a must-have. For the most part, you don't need the rear entertainment system at all. Having it really does make life a lot easier. We don't have to, we have iPads and everything, but we don't want the girls to be consistently on their iPads, right? So we kind of limit their screen time and also the content that we give them. So usually we go ahead and just stream it from an old iPhone right here, using one of these HDMI to lightning port adapters, and it mirrors whatever we have on the phone to this screen right here. This system right here, although ancient, it's, I would say, hassle-free and also dependable. I think a must-have for any type of Sienna options, the a la carte options, is the 1500 watt inverter. This is the AC 120 volt. We have two of them right here, one here, and then one in the back. What we like about this is you go ahead and plug in a portable purifier, and also, most importantly, I think a vacuum. On top of that, I find that you could also make this function as a fan. So therefore you could save on AC, you could save on the rest of it, because that's a little hack that we have. Another convenience feature I want to mention, it's not going to be available for all Siennas, but the availability of a 1500 watt inverter, if your Sienna is allocated with one, would be a pretty much a game changer as well, especially when you have a vacuum that you need to go ahead, a third-party vacuum with better suction power. You go ahead and clean your vehicle in very short time, right? Versus having a shop vac or having a car vac in the vehicle. This goes ahead and really makes the most of it. Now we also have a portable fridge that we could go ahead and put here, or the trunk space, and we could go ahead and just power this up and have it keep everything cool. Now let's not forget about the driver. I know as a dad, I am the chauffeur, right? And that's my duty. But let's not forget about the amenities that's offered for the driver. Now, first off, I think in my opinion, the Sienna is not the most tech advanced or tech savvy minivan out there. All right, I think the award does go to the Kia Carnival because of its updated tech and also the amount of stuff that they offer as standard, right? Even a lane assist, even everything else, 360 cameras, they have it. Quality-wise or screen-wise, I think the Carnival has us beat. See, but what I like about the Sienna right here is how this is catered. It's simple but practical, and it basically does make sense. Compared to like a three-row SUV, the three-row SUV basically has everything closed off. We have like wet wipes, we have tissues here. Let's say the girls say we need a tissue. Mommy just grabs a tissue and hands it right back. Who's that? What do you need? What you need?
Tissue.
Tissue. Got it.
Tissue. Tissue. Tissue.
Here you go.
Tissue. What do you
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good. The shelf here is amazing as well. I think compared to like a Kia Carnival, which is basically an SUV layout, it just really doesn't take advantage of a minivan aspect or minivan design. Now, climate control, everything here is so intuitive to use. Toggles like that. We have the driver's easy speak. I think 2025s don't have that anymore, but I think the easy speak, where you could have a speaker on top, like located right over here, it really does help. It comes in clutch because when you're talking, your voice projects outward, so no one in the back can hear you. So having the driver easy speak does go ahead and do wonders for people sitting in the back. What do we usually do? We usually grab bagels, and we usually put cream cheese and everything, and we usually cut it and distribute to the girls because they can't have the full thing. So we usually do this, and this is a perfect area. And when we have like burgers or whatnot, we usually have it here. It's a good place. I can't say the same for SUVs because it's, you know, and sedans, but for this Sienna right here, performs really well. And then with the rear cargo room, any three-row SUV, you could go ahead and have some rear cargo room. This is kind of about the size of a long, maybe like a Grand Highlander width between the third row seats. But with the Sienna or any type of minivan, you can't compare because you have a lower loading floor. So I'm going to take out this and just kind of, so easy to set up a stroller or whatnot. Wow, look at this. Power of the third row seat, right? You can have 60 folding split. You can have a multiple entryway if for some reason you can't go through the sliding doors. And also, this could be a diaper changing station, right? And if you have the tri-fold, like I have here, this could be a flush diaper changing station. Excuse me, baby. Right? If it's clean, of course, but you have a flat diaper changing station here. Right? You could also have a diaper changing station where the girls could stand here if they have pull-ups. So we just picked up our Nugget. This is a sofa for the girls, and it fits just right in the Sienna. Take a look. Have enough room for the stroller, and this Nugget box is pretty huge. It's pretty big, but it fit just right with enough room, headroom. And then we're gonna try to set it up soon. Now the thing with this Sienna right here, it is amazing in terms of gas mileage. We're averaging easily 40 miles per gallon. And that's what's driving 60 miles per hour, 65, right? We keep it usually from 55 to 60, but that's enough to bring this to a 40 mile per gallon car. Now, for those of you who are asking whether or not you should go for the front wheel drive or the all wheel drive, I think if you have the option to go all wheel drive, for me anyway, go for it. I don't think if you're in a hurry and you don't want to wait for another allocation, then I think a dedicated winter set will be better than a all-wheel drive option with all-season tires. Now, having said that though, I found that all-wheel drive gives you a more of an advantage, safety advantage in rain, in just traction in general, and cornering as well. So I think a all-wheel drive option is something that I would pick for myself if I were to do it all over again. To sum up our closing argument of why we went for the minivan and why you should as well, is the fact that the minivan option, especially in Toyota, it's very safe, it's reliable. It's our safe haven for 2 years now. We had this vehicle for 2 years and change. But in general, I think this minivan itself, because it's bigger compared to my old Golf, I feel much safer in here. I shouldn't even think about it, but the point is we have a Diono with the Safety Engineering Plus with the double layer side impact pod. And we usually push the girls like right here so that it aligns with the, I guess this is a C-pillar. So if any type of side impact happens, I hope, that everyone will be safe. But that's our fear. You can control what's in front of you. You can't control what's behind you. Once you're front facing, it's a completely different story, right? So you can control what's in front of you. You could drive safe and everything, and you could be on the lookout for anything. But side impacts you can't control. Rear impacts you can't control. So I would say having a Sienna out there, not saying that three-row SUVs aren't safe. I'm just saying specifically, our Sienna has treated us as great, and I feel like I should just kind of spread the word. Now, with this being a hybrid, we could go ahead and leave the engine on and have the AC or the heat on without worrying about any type of carbon monoxide poisoning and everything like that, because the engine only turns over when it needs to go ahead and recharge. As you can see from here, we usually have sunshades in the front. We also have sunshades in the windshield. So we black out everything, no heat. We have window visors to go ahead and tone down the windows if it's a windy day or whatever. This mesh right here, we could open the windows, and this blocks out the mosquitoes.
Yuck.
Yuck. So let's say you have a family of 5, a newborn, and 2 toddlers. All right, maybe around the same age, maybe not. Mommy will take one of the captain's chairs.
No, mine.
Your captain's chair? Well, when you have a brother, you're gonna be sitting all the way in the 3rd row.
No. Brother sit in the 3rd row.
Brother sit in the 3rd row. So either way, you will have an infant in your baby seat, in your car seat. Mommy will have a captain's chair, and your toddlers, ranging from 5 and up, maybe, could go ahead and go to the 3rd seat, upgrade to the 3rd seat, right, transition, and then they could go ahead and buckle themselves, unbuckle themselves by themselves. And that's why the minivan is a safe, future-proof vehicle. Thank you. Now, you see this rear entertainment system is the best. The girls are able to keep busy. I'm able to do everything, and we're good. Girls, do you want to sell the Sienna?
No.
You like the Sienna or the R32?
R32 and Sienna.
Oh, what do you like about the Sienna?
TV.
TV, and then
4 seats. 4 seats. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, 4 seats. And there's 3 more seats in the back. And you could do PP where?
Here.
Here. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go just in case we get cool, but that's the whole point. Right? We love the Sienna. Family of 4 approved.
PP.
Oh, and then PP. A lot of people are asking me what trim they should go for. I would say the Goldilocks trim will be the XLE trim with the 1500 watt inverter. I think that's all you need, especially because it comes with a soft text. So you could baby proof or dirty proof your car. If I were to do it all over again, I would probably opt and go all in for the Platinum. I would have all the amenities like the 360 camera, but for a bigger van like this, I think the 360 camera will come in handy. Now I did do a front facing camera in addition to the rear camera from factory and also a digital dash camera / rear view mirror. Probably a little bit cheaper to think about it, but also it involved a lot of time that I don't have. So at this point, time is money. So I probably should have went for the all-inclusive Platinum. Now the XSE is something that's debatable because the XSE trim, although it's nice, it also gives you a much more harsher suspension. Now coming from a hatchback history, I didn't really tell the difference because XSE came with all-wheel drive and it came with 18 inches and also the 60 sidewall thicker tires. And that was already really plush for me. But if you ride between the XSE and also a LE, etc., Platinum Limited, you could tell the difference. The XSE with the premium package, that's also basically 25th anniversary edition. So if you miss out on the 25th anniversary, the XSE with the premium right now, 2024 and up, is basically this car minus the badging. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.